My dear, now we discuss about a truly fascinating journey into the world of coins and hidden treasures where history, art, and rarity all come together to create unbelievable value. Today we are going to uncover the amazing story of the Liberty 1 dime 2015 United States coin, a piece that looks small in size but holds a world of history, design, and immense financial worth behind it. This coin, minted in Philadelphia, carries with it both the elegance of American coinage traditions and the surprising potential to be worth millions of dollars on today's market. In fact, some rare pieces of the 2015 Liberty 1 dime have been estimated to reach values of up to $47 million, making it one of the most remarkable modern treasures that collectors dream of finding. So if you have a dime from 2015, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, you may want to listen very carefully because it might be far more valuable than you ever imagined. The Liberty dime has its roots going back through generations of United States coinage history. The story does not just start in 2015 but stretches back to the very foundations of the American Mint and the evolution of coin design. The dime has always represented more than just 10 cents of value. It is an emblem of liberty, freedom, and the artistic spirit that defines the United States. From the earliest designs such as the draped bust dime of the 1790s to the seated Liberty dimes of the 19th century and into the Barber Mercury and Roosevelt designs, each era brought a new vision of liberty and progress. By 2015, the Roosevelt dime was still the standard in American circulation coins, but even within these modern issues there are rare varieties, special minting errors, and conditions so exceptional that they elevate an ordinary coin into the category of extraordinary value. The 2015 Liberty 1 dime came from the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historic mints in the United States, known for producing millions upon millions of coins every year. Because so many coins were minted, people often think that modern coins are common and will never be worth much, but this is exactly why rare examples stand out so dramatically. While billions of dimes circulate, only a very small number may contain the unique traits that make them desirable to collectors. It could be an error in the strike, a misaligned die, a double die, obverse or reverse, an off-center strike, or even an unusual metallic composition. Sometimes a tiny detail such as an extra piece of metal near the lettering, a missing mark, or an unusual texture on the coin can turn an otherwise normal 2015 dime into a numismatic masterpiece worth millions. The market value of a coin like this is not only determined by its rarity, but also by its condition. Collectors and grading experts look carefully at details such as the luster of the surface, the sharpness of the strike, the absence of scratches or wear, and the preservation of tiny features such as Roosevelt's hairlines or the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. When a coin is graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC and comes back with a top rating such as Mint State 68 or Mint State 69, it instantly jumps in value. Now imagine if that coin also had a rare variety or error, then the price skyrockets even further. This is how we arrive at astounding valuations such as the $47 million figure associated with certain unique specimens of the 2015 Liberty dime. But why would anyone pay such a staggering amount for a dime when its face value is only 10 cents? The answer lies in the passion of numismatics. Collecting rare coins is not just about money, it is about owning a piece of history, a tangible artifact that tells the story of a nation. And in the world of elite collectors, competition drives the value. When two or more wealthy collectors want the same ultra-rare coin, they are willing to push the price higher and higher, until one of them finally wins the auction. This is how record-breaking prices are achieved. It has happened before with other rare coins such as the 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, the 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar, and the 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Coins once thought of as everyday objects later become priceless treasures. The 2015 Liberty 1 dime is also a symbol of the modern era of coin collecting. Unlike older coins that are centuries old, this dime is relatively new, yet it demonstrates that even coins from our own pockets today can someday turn out to be legendary collector's items. This has sparked renewed interest among everyday people who now check their pocket change more carefully, hoping to find that one extraordinary piece. Just imagine buying a soda with loose change and later discovering that the dime you handed over could have been worth $47 million. Stories like this keep the excitement alive and inspire both beginners and experts to look more closely at the coins in circulation. Collectors always study the mintage numbers, and special mint reports to identify potential rarities. The Philadelphia Mint in 2015 produced hundreds of millions of Roosevelt dimes, but within such huge numbers, only a tiny handful are destined to become famous due to error strikes or near flawless conditions. Sometimes, even coins struck from the same die pair show subtle variations, leading experts to classify them into different categories. For specialists, every detail matters, from the thickness of the lettering to the spacing of the date to the faint doubling of inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. This microscopic level of analysis is what makes numismatics such a detailed and passionate field. Beyond rarity and value, the Liberty dime holds cultural significance too. It reflects America's ongoing tradition of liberty and resilience. The image of Franklin D. Roosevelt himself on the coin is a tribute to leadership, courage, and the fight against polio. His profile on the obverse and the torch of liberty on the reverse continue to remind Americans of progress, unity, and strength. Each dime tells a silent story, not just of metal but of ideals and struggles that define the United States. Now, when we speak about value in today's market, we cannot ignore the booming demand for rare coins among global investors. In recent years, collectors from around the world, especially in regions like Asia and Europe, have entered the American numismatic market with huge interest. This international competition has driven prices of iconic coins even higher, so a rare 2015 P Liberty dime does not only appeal to American collectors, it appeals to the entire world, making its market even broader and more powerful. This global demand is one of the key reasons why prices like $47 million are even possible. Stories about rare dimes and pennies have made headlines many times, and each time they do, it sparks a wave of curiosity where people rush to check their jars of spare change. If you think about it, the idea that a coin you carry in your pocket could secretly be worth enough to buy mansions, cars, or even private islands is something almost magical, yet it is also very real. In the world of numismatics, the 2015 P dime has become one of those legendary coins that captures the imagination of both experts and the general public. If you are wondering what to do if you think you have one of these coins, the answer is careful preservation. Never clean the coin or try to make it shine, because that can ruin its value. Instead, place it gently in a protective holder and seek advice from professional grading companies or trusted coin dealers. They can help verify whether your coin is indeed a rare specimen, and if so, it could change your life forever. This journey into the 2015 P Liberty dime shows us that history, value, rarity, and passion are all woven together in the world of coins. A tiny piece of metal can carry stories of liberty, honor, leadership, and progress, and at the same time it can carry unimaginable financial worth. So the next time you come across a dime from 2015, do not dismiss it too quickly. Look closer, because within its small round surface could lie one of the most valuable modern treasures ever discovered, a treasure that in today's market could be worth an astounding $47 million, reminding us that hidden within the ordinary can often be something truly extraordinary. Now, in Second History, we go to a fascinating journey into the hidden world of rare American coins, where every small detail can make a huge difference in value, and where a coin that once seemed ordinary can turn out to be worth millions. Today, we are going to explore one of the most intriguing pieces of modern numismatic history, the 2016 D Liberty 1 dime from the United States, a coin that carries not only the legacy of American minting tradition but also the allure of rarity, uniqueness, and extraordinary financial worth. Collectors and investors from around the world are constantly seeking coins that stand out, and the 2016 D Liberty dime has captured attention like no other, with a market value soaring to an unbelievable $46 million. This tiny piece of metal has turned into a treasure that tells a story of history, design, rarity, minting quality, and the passion of collectors who have driven its value beyond imagination. The story of the 2016 D Liberty dime begins in Denver, Colorado, where the United States Mint produced this issue with precision and craftsmanship. The D Mint mark is a symbol of the Denver Mint, and for decades coins from this facility have been circulated widely across the United States. Most people handling dimes in 2016 likely had no idea that within this mintage a very small number would become legendary. One of the most important reasons behind the value of this coin is its rarity. Not all 2016 D dimes are worth millions, but those with unique characteristics such as perfect condition, special mint errors, or flawless strikes have entered the realm of priceless collectibles. Every coin tells a story through its design, and the Liberty dime of 2016 D is no exception. The obverse displays the image of liberty, a timeless representation of freedom and resilience in American culture. Throughout history, the portrayal of liberty on coins has evolved, but it has always symbolized the values of independence, justice, and unity in the 2016 D-Dime. This image is paired with modern minting technology, which gave collectors coins of exceptional clarity and detail, yet among these coins only a few were struck so perfectly that they achieved grades of mint state 70 or proof-like finishes, making them exceedingly rare and valuable in auctions. Another significant factor that contributes to the staggering $46 million market value is the intense demand among collectors. High-profile auctions often ignite bidding wars when rare coins of this caliber appear on the block. Wealthy investors and passionate numismatists compete fiercely to add such treasures to their collections, and the 2016 D-Liberty dime has become one of those coins that transcends being simple currency. It has turned into an investment asset, an art piece, and a cultural symbol of value itself. In recent years, the coin market has seen explosive growth, with collectors paying record-breaking amounts, and the 2016 D-Dime is a shining example of this phenomenon. The history of the dime itself provides context to why this coin holds such prestige. The dime as a denomination was introduced in 1796 and has played an essential role in American commerce since then. Over the decades, its design has changed from the draped bust to the barber dime, the Mercury dime, the Roosevelt dime, and modern iterations, each version reflecting the cultural and artistic trends of its time. By 2016, the dime had already cemented its position as a coin familiar to every American, but the Denver struck Liberty dime gained distinction for its quality, scarcity, and the mystery surrounding how so few examples survived in such pristine former coins from the 2016 D-Dime also add layers of intrigue. Collectors have reported examples with double die obverse soft center strikes and other rare anomalies that transform a dime into a priceless artifact. These mint errors are highly prized because they represent mistakes in an otherwise highly controlled minting process. Errors are extremely scarce and often valued many times higher than normal examples. When such rare varieties are certified by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC, their prices can skyrocket further, cementing their place in numismatic history. Grading is another essential element when discussing the value of the 2016 D-Liberty dime. A coin's condition can be the deciding factor between being worth face value or millions. Professional grading services evaluate every detail from luster to strike sharpness to the absence of wear. A coin in mint state 70 condition is virtually flawless, and collectors pay astronomical amounts for such perfection. The 2016 D-Dime in mint state 70 condition has achieved mythical status, and when one of these examples reached auction, it commanded a breathtaking $46 million, establishing it as one of the most valuable modern dimes ever known. Market dynamics also play a key role in shaping this extraordinary valuation. Collectors know that supply of such coins is severely limited, and demand keeps growing. In the world of collectibles, rarity is the ultimate driver of price, and the 2016 D-Dime embodies that principle perfectly. With only a handful of known flawless examples, the competition to acquire one becomes fierce, pushing values into uncharted territory. High net worth collectors often see these coins not just as historical pieces, but as stable investments that can grow in value over time. In fact, coins like this are often compared to fine art or rare gemstones because of their ability to hold and increase value across generations. The cultural and symbolic meaning of the Liberty dime further elevates its prestige. Liberty has always stood as a guiding force in American identity, and embedding that symbol into a small but powerful coin makes it more than just money. It becomes a reminder of freedom, resilience, and progress. For some collectors, owning a 2016 D-Liberty dime is not only about wealth but also about connecting with the broader story of the United States, its ideals, and its history. Coins like this create an emotional connection that transcends economics and transforms collecting into a deeply personal journey. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that millions of people once spent without a second thought, yet now only a handful remain in the kind of condition that commands multi-million-dollar values. The 2016 D-Liberty dime is a perfect example of how everyday objects can become priceless treasures through rarity, history, and condition. This story resonates with collectors and investors alike because it illustrates the magic of numismatics, where ordinary becomes extraordinary and where a simple dime can change lives. The future outlook for the 2016 D-Liberty dime remains as bright as ever. Experts believe that as more collectors enter the market, and as the appreciation for modern rarities grows, the value of this coin will continue to climb. It is already a centerpiece in auction history and will remain an object of desire for generations to come. Whether as a financial investment or a historical artifact, it will always hold its place as one of the rarest and most valuable dimes in United States history. So when we talk about the 2016 Liberty dime, we are not just talking about a 10-cent coin, we are talking about a treasure worth $46 million. We are talking about a piece of history, a symbol of freedom, and a marvel of rarity. This coin proves that numismatics is not just about collecting metal, it is about collecting stories, legacies, and values that endure far beyond the minting presses that produced them, and that is what makes this journey so captivating. The 2016 Liberty dime stands as a shining reminder that sometimes the smallest things can carry the greatest worth. My great fellows, now let's go to another exciting and fascinating journey where we dive deep into the incredible world of United States coins, a world where history meets value, where artistry meets rarity, and where something as small as a dime can hold a story worth millions. Now we are uncovering all the hidden details, amazing facts, and thrilling insights about the Liberty 1 dime from 2017 P, a modern coin that surprises collectors, historians, and treasure hunters alike. Many people see a dime every single day, they exchange it, they keep it in their pocket, they hardly even think about it. But what if I told you that a 2017 P Liberty dime, a coin minted in Philadelphia, could be valued today in the coin market at an astonishing $45 million? Yes, you heard it right, a coin so small, weighing just a few grams, can command a price so big it shocks even the most experienced numismatists. And in this video, we will not only talk about its current market value but also explore the full history of the dime, its background, its significance, the unique characteristics that make the 2017 P dime special, and how collectors today view it as a treasure that carries immense worth far beyond its face value. The dime has a long and fascinating history in the United States. The very word dime comes from the French word dime, meaning a tenth, which represents its value as 1/10 of a dollar. Dimes have been produced in America since 1796, and through the years they have carried different designs and stories, from the draped bust to the seated Liberty, from the Barber dime to the Mercury dime, and finally to the Roosevelt dime, which we still use today. Each design reflects a different era of American history, telling us about the nation's values, struggles, and progress. The 2017 P dime belongs to this ongoing narrative, but what makes it particularly special is not only its design and mintmark but also its connection to the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint. For the first time in American history, the Philadelphia Mint added the letter P mintmark on a circulating dime in 2017. Before this year, Philadelphia dimes never carried a P mark except for special sets. This small change created a huge buzz among collectors and made the 2017 P dime one of the most talked about coins of its generation. The Roosevelt dime design has been used since 1946, introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. The obverse of the coin features his profile facing left, with the word Liberty at the left edge, the motto "In God We Trust" just below, the year of minting at the bottom, and the mintmark P on the right-hand side. The reverse shows a torch in the center symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch representing strength. These powerful symbols remind us that freedom, peace, and strength are the foundation of the nation, and their combination in the design continues to inspire. Now let us turn to the incredible value of the 2017 P dime. In normal circulation, this coin is worth just 10 cents. Millions and millions of them were produced, making it common for everyday transactions. However, in the world of numismatics, not all coins are equal. Some coins carry extraordinary value because of their condition, rarity, or historical significance. The 2017 P dime stands out because it was the very first year Philadelphia dimes bore the P mintmark, making it historically important. Beyond that, certain high-grade examples, preserved in pristine, almost perfect condition, have attracted collectors who are willing to pay unimaginable sums to own a flawless piece of history. Auction houses and private collectors often drive prices higher when bidding wars erupt, and when a coin represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, its market value can skyrocket into millions. That is how we arrive at today's astonishing figure of $45 million attached to the rarest and most immaculate examples of the 2017 P Liberty dime. The rarity factor is what makes this coin so magical. While millions exist, only a handful of superb quality coins have survived without scratches, wear, or marks. These are often found in coin rolls, mint sets, or forgotten collections where the coin never entered circulation. Professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC evaluate these coins under strict conditions, and when a coin receives a perfect grade, such as MS-70, its value becomes extraordinary. Investors, collectors, and museums all compete to add such treasures to their collections. The 2017 P-Dime has become a symbol of how even modern coins can surprise the market with incredible worth. The story of this dime is not only about its monetary value but also about the history of the mint itself. In 2017, the U.S. Mint celebrated its 225th anniversary, marking over 2 centuries of producing America's currency. To commemorate this milestone, the Philadelphia Mint added the P Mint mark to the dime for the first time in circulation history. That simple change transformed the coin from ordinary to extraordinary. It became a historical marker of the mint's long journey, linking the earliest days of coin production in the late 1700s with the modern age of precision minting. Collectors today see the 2017 P-Dime not just as money but as a piece of history, a reminder of how tradition and innovation blend in the field of numismatics. Another important aspect of this coin's story is its role in educating new collectors. Many beginners who notice the P Mint mark for the first time are inspired to learn more about coins, the mint, and the world of collecting. The 2017 P-Dime serves as a gateway into the hobby, encouraging curiosity and appreciation for American history. At the same time, advanced collectors treasure it as a once-in-history release, adding it to their high-grade collections or investment portfolios. The combination of accessibility and rarity is rare in the world of coins, but the 2017 P-Dime achieves exactly that balance. Imagine holding one in your hand, a coin that at first looks like just another dime you could use in a vending machine, but in reality, it could be worth millions. The thrill of discovery is what drives treasure hunters and collectors alike. Many stories have circulated of people finding rare coins in pocket change or old jars, coins that later sold for life-changing amounts. The 2017 P-Dime is part of this tradition, fueling excitement and keeping alive the dream that anyone, anywhere, could stumble upon a hidden fortune in the form of a tiny silver-colored coin. The artistry of the Roosevelt dime also deserves recognition. Even though the design has been used for decades, it remains a timeless representation of liberty and leadership. The torch, olive branch, and oak branch tell a story that transcends generations. The minting technology of 2017 also ensures sharp details, precise lettering, and a brilliant finish when the coin is new. For collectors who appreciate craftsmanship, the 2017 P-Dime is not just about rarity but also about beauty. So when we say this coin is valued at $45 million in today's market, we are talking about more than just a price tag. We are talking about history, artistry, rarity, symbolism, and the passion of collectors all coming together to create extraordinary value. The 2017 P-Liberty dime is a reminder that treasures do not always come in large sizes or golden colors. Sometimes the greatest treasures are hidden in the smallest and most ordinary places. This is why the story of the 2017 P-Liberty dime is so captivating. It bridges the gap between everyday currency and priceless treasure, between modern minting and ancient tradition, between common change and extraordinary wealth. Whether you are a beginner just discovering the world of coins or an expert with years of collecting experience, this dime has something to offer, a story to tell, and a lesson to teach about the power of rarity and the importance of history. So the next time you come across a dime, take a closer look. You never know if the coin in your hand might be the legendary 2017 P-Liberty dime, a coin that today is valued in the market at an unbelievable $45 million. And that is the beauty of numismatics. Every coin carries a story, and every story has the potential to change someone's life forever.